And we are rolling, baby, with the Berman Method Podcast. Dr. Jake Berman here with my beautiful co-host,
Jenni Berman, physician assistant.
We are focused on treating problems and not symptoms. David going against Goliath, Goliath being the corporate medical system, big pharmaceutical companies, the health insurance companies. They do not have your best interests in mind. They will choose profits over patient outcomes every single time. And here we are in a brand new year. And we wanted to get started on the right foot and hit the ground running.
Happy New Year, everybody, officially.
Yay.
The first Monday of the new year. Gym is packed.
Completely slammed.
But yes, going back to what you're saying, we want to start out the right way and really get into the nitty gritty of Berman Health Club, the new and improved Berman Health Club. It's not really new, just improved.
It kind of is new. I mean, it was a makeover, don't you think?
A makeover. I like the word makeover.
Yeah. I mean,
updated.
When Chip and Joanna redo a house, they say, here's your brand new house.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's a new space, newly designed space.
Yes.
We love all the people coming back and being like, wow, looks so different in here.
Yes.
And so great. So modern. That's the word we keep hearing.
Looks different, feels different, smells different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it really comes down to this one simple thing, is helping seniors transform into ultimate boomers so they can arrive at 80 feeling 60. And that same thought trickles down to no matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you're 40. We want you to arrive at 60 feeling 40, arrive at 70 feeling 50. There's no reason at all why you should feel your age. And people historically rate their age with how good they feel.
Yes, correct.
Think about that. As soon as you think about when you're back in, assuming that you're not in your 30s or your 40s, but think about that. It's really in your 30s when you go to do something that you could do easily and something tweaks, something aches. I'll never forget it. The first time I was ever a victim of this or I ever experienced it was I went to go do a cartwheel. Do you remember this?
Oh, I think so.
I think you did a cartwheel and one of our nieces did a cartwheel. And I'm like, shit, I can do a cartwheel. I thought that I had ripped my adductor off of my leg. Mm-hmm. I mean, oh my God.
Right.
Of course I did it. I executed it, but I had to pay for it for weeks. And I'm going, what the heck?
Or that time in your 20s you got on a roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise.
And can't tolerate those anymore. But yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so the way you feel is directly correlated with what you think your age is. So if you feel, like if I could go out there and just go do a cartwheel right now, I would feel much younger than 40.
Correct.
I mean, it's that simple.
Right.
We have a trampoline in our backyard right now, and I am petrified. I just can't get over actually executing a backflip on it.
Right.
I know I could do it.
You do?
I'm scared. Right? And I think that if I finally execute it, I will feel younger than 40.
True. Although I'm like, please just don't.
Just stay away.
Just don't even get on the trampoline.
Makes you cringe enough when I stand on the edge of the pool and do a backflip in the pool.
Yeah.
Every time I come up to breathe, you go, your head was so close to the edge of the pool. You're going to crack your head open. Yeah, well, I still did it.
It's true.
And it makes me feel younger.
Okay, fair. So yes, our age depends. We feel older, or how we feel is how we're dictating our age.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying. Sorry, that took me a while.
One of my favorite signs is in Casamigas here in Naples, this Mexican restaurant that I love going to for my birthday. In the bathroom, it's got this sign on the wall. And I look at it every single year because I'm there for my birthday dinner most years. Mm-hmm. And the sign says, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
Right. Yeah.
And I think about it every single year. And so far, I've been able to say younger. than what my actual numerical number is. And I want to keep it that way. And that's why we built Berman Health Club and all the services within it to help you arrive at 80, feeling 60, and become an ultimate boomer.
And not just in the physical aspect of being able to do some of these activities and movement and not having joint pain, but in the emotional, mental, internal, chemical access too.
Yeah. So that's when we broke it down even more. So move better is the physical aspect. Feel better is how you actually feel. Brain fog. Are you experiencing brain fog? Do you have an afternoon crash? Are you getting a solid night sleep through the night? Do you have to rely on a pharmaceutical medication? Are your bowel and bladders, all that working the way that it should? So move better, feel better, arrive at 80, feeling 60. But we really need to go back, and we haven't talked about this in a while. How did we get here? Because here we are 10 years later of Berman Physical Therapy being open. That evolves into that led to opening up Berman Health and Wellness. And then after that, we're like, screw this. Let's just combine it all and create a health club called Berman Health Club. How did this all come to be? And it really goes back to 2014, the fall of 2014, when you were in PA school.
Correct.
Right? So at that point, we had been dating for 2-ish years. Pretty sure it was around 2 years. And you are a retired gymnast, a retired level 9 gymnast.
Right.
And you have been an athlete your whole entire life.
Yes.
Work out like an animal on a daily basis.
I was. I am. Yes.
Yep.
I was at the time, though.
Yep.
Yes.
Very strong. And then that semester in PA school, what happened?
I fell sick. I was very sick. Like that was just the starting point where I started having some major GI issues in the sense that I was having significant, this is probably TMI for some of you, but diarrhea, abdominal pain, a lot of GI symptoms. And I was in school, I mean, how many hours a day? I don't even know.
All of the hours.
Yeah, I would wake up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. generally and study until about 5 a.m. I would go to the gym from 5 to 6. I would shower at the gym, go straight to school with my breakfast in hand, straight to school, study, until class started, usually between 7 and 8. And then I would spend the whole day at school in classes up until usually 6 p.m. I'd come home, eat dinner, go to bed because I wasn't studying after the class day. And so that's where I'd wake up the next day and really early next day. My dad was I was living with my parents during PA school, and my dad would be going to bed when I was waking up for my day. We would just cross. The kitchen light would never turn off. Our neighbors called it the house that never slept because he would just leave the kitchen light on because I would wake up and then start studying. So yes, it was a very busy semester, and I started getting some major GI concerns, and I ended up do you just want me to keep going?
Keep going. Yeah. Keep rolling.
The first thing they decided to do was an ultrasound. And so I had an ultrasound of my liver showing that I had a very inflamed and what they called fatty liver syndrome. And my liver enzymes were in the 200s, which is astronomically high. For those of you who don't know, normal for your liver enzymes, depending on, there's two, but between 20s and 40s is pretty normal. And I was in the 200s, and the doctor told me that he called me and said, your liver enzymes are extremely high. I need you to stop utilizing alcohol and taking drugs.
I'm going, what? Wait a minute. That's our entire life. Like, that's all we do is we just party, go from party to party, 8 balls and crack and alcohol every single night. I'm like, you're changing our life? Wait a minute. This is a deal breaker.
Which the opposite was true. I was not partying at all. I was like, when he called me, I was like, wait, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, you need to stop taking drugs and no NSAIDs and stop drinking alcohol. And I said, respectfully, doctor, that's not the problem. because I'm not doing any of that. I'm in class or I'm studying and at home and studying and in class, up towards 18 hours a day. I don't have time to be doing any of that stuff. And anyway, I very quickly worsened from having like the loose stool and having to go for this liver ultrasound and having elevated liver enzymes. I worsened really quickly to the point that I was very significantly dehydrated at home. My lips had cracked, were bleeding. Do you remember this?
I remember this?
I mean, ultimately I couldn't really leave the house much, but I was so exhausted. My lips were bleeding. I was just in a lot of pain in bed. And my mom came into my room and she said, I spoke with Jake and you do not have a choice. I'm taking you to the emergency room. And Jake was still at work at this point.
She didn't have a choice because she wouldn't go.
I would not go to the doctor.
She would say, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I'm fine.
I had a huge presentation at school that I needed to go present, and I was not about to miss more school outside of what I had already had to do for all this testing that they kept putting me through. So yeah, I was declining going to the doctor or the emergency room, and when my lips were nonstop bleeding because I was so dehydrated, and I had lost a significant amount of weight very quickly. I think it was about 31 pounds in 3 days that I had lost. It was very fast. So yeah, I landed into the emergency room.
So we went from, to give people more of a visual, at that time you were 130 pounds of muscle, just retired gymnast, just solid, to within a week, 99 pounds. I'll never forget it. Weighing in at the hospital, 99 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what in the F is happening right now?
And it was very, very fast. Yes.
So we get in the hospital and they run every test under the sun, allegedly. Mm-hmm. And everything comes back perfect.
Normal. Outside of my liver enzymes being elevated, which we already knew about pre-hospital, everything else was normal.
Yep. And they even ran a gluten test in the hospital.
Yes, it's called a TTG, tissue transglutaminase, which is a blood test to look for celiac disease via blood. Which
came back, quote unquote, normal.
Negative, yes.
Negative, normal.
Yeah.
So we leave the hospital with a prescription.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, I left against medical advice. They call it AMA, but I had to get out of the hospital because I had to get to my white coat ceremony for PA school. And so they weren't going to let me leave until I could have progressed my diet to solid food because I was only drinking liquids at this point and still not having a lot of success even with that. So they told me I wasn't going to be able to leave, but I was like, well, I have to go. I got somewhere to be. And so, yes, we left the hospital against their advice with a couple of prescriptions.
Yeah, a couple of prescriptions. And to summarize it as simply as possible, the prescription was take this medication before every meal. Mm-hmm. For the rest of your life and hope and pray.
Right. But to kind of move forward a little quicker than the story has been going is I got out of the hospital. I went and I ended up having 2 colonoscopies within a 6-month time period to try to figure out some kind of diagnosis of what's going on. And again, everything kept coming back inconclusive. Had not done, any further biopsies or scans at that point.
Yeah, so this is the reason why Jenni can no longer drink Gatorade.
I won't touch Gatorade because that was the prep back when I had these colonoscopies done, is drinking the medication in 64 ounces of blue Gatorade. Oh my gosh, horrible.
And at the time, I was working as a physical therapist in Jacksonville, and one of my patients was a GI doctor. Mm-hmm. And I told him, listen, Jenni appears to be getting somewhat better, but it's not getting better fast. Do you mind taking her on as a patient? He agreed, and he put you on a different medication. Mm-hmm. And this medication had to be taken 5 minutes before every meal you started taking it and you started gaining a little bit of weight back. And it seemed to be working pretty darn good.
Right.
So I'll never forget it. This was the moment that changed both of our lives, unknowing at the moment. A couple of weeks later, I'm treating my patient, who's Jenni's new GI doctor. I got him on the table working on him, and I said, it seems to be working. How much longer do you think she's going to need to take this medication? Mm-hmm. And everybody listening to this knows what his answer is. By now, we're 230 episodes into this podcast or whatever it is. You know what the answer was.
Right, right. And we've told this story several times, but yes.
He said, well, possibly forever. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, I lost it mentally or internally. Obviously, I continued to be a professional and treated him. But in my head, I'm going, what? Mm-hmm. This is a retired level 9 gymnast who was completely healthy a year ago. And you're telling me she's going to have to take a drug 5 minutes before she eats for the rest of her life? Mm-hmm. There has to be another way.
Right, right.
And this led to me saying, what about acupuncture? Right. And here's Jenni in Western medicine school learning about Western medicine. And I'm telling her, you got to give Eastern medicine a try because they're going to figure it out. And she's going, no, I don't think so. But
I did try.
You entertained me and we tried it once or 5 times
I did it
or
several
10
times. And he also had me on, I don't know, 5 pills before every time I ate. Remember that?
Yeah,
at one point, I was
that.
taking 25 capsules a day.
I remember that now, yeah.
I was taking 25 capsules a day. They smelled absolutely horrific. Even to this day, right now, when people around me that come in my space that smell like an herb walking around, I'm like, I can't do it. It's like PTSD. There was a lady that worked out in the gym with us for a very long time. Do you remember when we first moved to Naples? And every time she walked in, I was like, I can't, I gotta go somewhere else. Like, just sent me into this PTSD of all these pills I was taking that smelled horrible. So anyways, I did try it.
So if you taste like Gatorade or if you smell like herbs, don't come out.
I'm out. And don't give me a hug either.
So, and nothing really seemed to make a huge dent. And here I am sitting on my bed one day staring off into space, and I have a bookshelf in my room at the time. And there on the bookshelf is the book, The Grain Brain. Mm-hmm. I pull the book off the shelf, and I just start flipping through it. And I'm reading story after story, example after example of exactly what we had been living.
Right.
And I'm going, are you freaking kidding me? Mm-hmm. This is just this could be just a gluten issue.
Right, right. Well, and it kind of brought in some of the other very various symptoms that I had throughout my whole life. Right.
That we never thought they were related.
Never associated it. Yeah, didn't think it was related to my gut, but I had asthma as a kid. I mean, mostly exercise induced, but asthma as a kid. I had horrific eczema and psoriasis and seborrheic dermatitis from, my teenage years to the point that I was on steroid medications to help control it. And you were reading stories about those types of symptoms and associations as well.
Yeah. So here, Dr. Perlmutter, actually from Naples, or I'm not sure if from Naples, but he lives here, wrote this book called The Grain Brain. And it's just story after story of all of these symptoms that we've been dealing with related to gut health. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even get a quarter of the way through the book. And I said, that's it. We're going 100% gluten-free, non-negotiable.
And of course, here I am at the time, again, being in Western medicine, not really knowing much about gut health or anything about it. I was like, but they already tested me for gluten and I'm negative because I had that the blood, quote unquote, celiac test, which has a very high rate of false negatives, by the way, if you've had one done. So I was like, I'm not going gluten free. I already had the test done and that's not my problem.
And we love pizza.
We did love pizza.
And drugs and alcohol. But we really love pizza. No. So I'm like, no, this is a deal breaker here. We can't eat pizza. Because this is before gluten-free options were really options.
Yeah, this was
10 years ago. Mm-hmm. It seems like it was 50. Mm-hmm. So anyways, you agreed and you went 100% gluten-free for 30 days. And the craziest thing happened on the 31st day.
Yeah. Up until day 20, I was like, I don't think this is doing much. But it was really right around day 29, 30, 31. Then I was like, I think I just turned a corner. I did. I turned a corner at that point.
You could see it visually on her face, on her skin, her gut health. Like she wasn't running to the bathroom.
Yeah. My face wasn't sunken in.
It was almost to the day of 30 days.
I would say even, at week 5, week 6, even more improvements by that point.
Yeah, 6 weeks into it was completely different person, not recognizable to who you were 6 weeks earlier.
Right. Yeah. So we were on the right track. It wasn't the end of the recovery, but definitely on the right track with saying, okay, I'm just 100% eliminating gluten.
And that was the complete pivot in our life of treating problems and not symptoms. That led to me on the physical therapy stuff, focusing on, oh, you got elbow pain? Let me fix your elbow and make the pain go away. No, that's treating the symptom. Pain is a symptom. The elbow pain is coming from your neck.
Right.
It's your posture. You're pinching a nerve up in your neck. Let's fix your posture, fix your neck, fix that compression on the nerve. The elbow pain goes away completely.
Right.
You're having eczema? Oh, take this pill. If you just watch the nightly news, you'll see 3 different variations.
Take the pill, take the cream, use this shampoo, this foam.
Yep. But in reality, it's your freaking gut.
Right.
So treat the problem, not the symptom. And this is what led to everything, meaning that Western medicine is 100% based on treating symptoms and not problems. And you can look at it in the curriculum. There's not a single nutrition class in any medical institution in America.
Correct. No nutrition for your medical doctors.
None. 0. 98% of the curriculum revolves around pharmacology.
Pharmaceuticals, yes.
When you see this symptom, prescribe this drug.
Right.
And it's ass backwards. Every single pharmaceutical treats one symptom. There's not a single pharmaceutical that treats a problem on planet Earth.
Right.
I mean, if you watch the nightly news, you'd think you can cure the world just by taking whatever pill it is. I mean, look at how happy those people are with moderate to severe
plaque psoriasis.
All you got to do
Crohn's
is just take this one pill.
Right.
And it's like, wait a minute.
Yes. But that was in me, even being in Western medicine, I was like, okay, there's something else going on. There's something else to this. And of course, finished my Western medicine degree, jumped right into Western medicine with pediatric orthopedics, which was my dream job. And that was my whole goal the last year of PA school, was to get into pediatric orthopedics. And I did it and quickly realized at that point that I'm missing my call to action, which was helping people not go through what I just went through. Unfortunately, being in the Western medicine mill of bouncing from doctor to doctor and taking all these pills as a healthy young girl. And I realized I need to go help everyone else to not experience what I went through. And not to say, again, we fully respect Western medicine. It's necessary in some situations of the saving your life, right?
It's completely amazing for acute and horrible for chronic.
Right.
It's that simple.
And I needed to be in the area where I could help these other individuals going through chronic autoimmune type conditions to not have to go through that and find actually a way to treat a problem and not just a symptom.
It seems like a complete lifetime ago that was true. It seems like a lifetime ago where you and I both thought completely differently. And nowadays, let me say it differently. Right before I read that chapter in The Grain Brain, I did not believe gluten was a thing, or gluten sensitivity was a thing. I thought it was a fad, like all of these fads. It's now cool to go gluten-free. And I'm going, it's bullshit. I mean, I can eat whatever I want and there's no issue at all. And you're telling me that you can eat the same thing and you're sick? Like, this is not real. You're just being soft. You're being, you want attention, whatever it is. It is freaking real.
Yeah.
It's real. I mean, when you take Jenni, who loses 31 pounds within a week, from 130 pounds to 99 pounds, in every single test, she's hospitalized, inpatient for 2 days, and she leaves there with no diagnosis and a purse full of pharmaceuticals. It's like, this is a broken system.
Right.
So the thing that I want to leave everybody with, let's wrap this thing up, is we're all dealing with something. And most of us don't think that it's that big of a deal, where I can just take this one thing and it'll get rid of this symptom. PPI is the most common one for heartburn, right? If I eat this food, I'm going to have heartburn, but I can just take this tiny little blue pill and life is going to be great.
Yeah. Or I'll just take the, use the lactate version and I'm okay. I can drink milk. I'll just drink the lactate to go with it. Or maybe I'll try the lactate free cottage cheese and I'm good. But what is it actually doing inside of your body?
Just take this pill and you can do this thing. It doesn't exist. The easy pill does not exist. It literally does not exist. Anything worth working for in this life, you actually have to work for it. And there's a reason why it's not easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And to come back full circle, knowing exactly what it is that is the problem versus just treating the symptom is where you have to start. And if right now the answer to what you think the problem is, if you think that if the answer right now is to take this pill, then it's probably not treating the right problem.
Correct.
It's probably treating a symptom. Because here's the reality. To treat the real problem is not taking a pill. It's eating differently, drinking differently, living differently, doing something differently that is not always easy.
Right. It takes a little effort and preparation and focus and accountability.
10 years ago, do you know how freaking difficult it was to take Jenni out in public to eat food?
Yeah.
I mean,
true.
Prior to this, I could have ate pizza, spaghetti, and tacos 6 nights a week.
You did eat that 6 nights a week.
I did.
When I met you.
When this first came about, I could not have been more selfish because I couldn't stop thinking about pasta. Pasta's gone. That's it. My life's over. If I can't eat pasta, my life's over. And I remember that one of the first things we tried was, what is the vegetable pasta?
Oh, zucchini pasta?
Zucchini pasta. And I'm going, oh my God, I'd rather eat dog shit. Like, this is so bad. This is not pasta. This is the opposite of what I wanted my pasta eating experience to be. But nowadays, it's very, very doable if you know what the answers are.
Right.
Just today, another one of our long-time clients on the physical therapy side finally agreed to do a food sensitivity.
Yes.
And just today, we got her results back.
Yes.
And it was an absolute disaster.
Yes. And overwhelming when you look at it. However, that's what you have a team for, to help navigate this overwhelming experience to make it not overwhelming and doable in a lifestyle. And it absolutely is. You just need the help and the guidance. But she's very inflamed.
Very inflamed. But that's what we created Berman Health Club for.
Right.
Berman Health Club is so that we can do all the heavy lifting for you, because we've done it. We've done it countless times with so many different types of people and conditions that we already know how to get you there the fast way. We already know how to navigate these hurdles that you are going to come across.
Right.
Let's get you there faster. Let us be Mr. Miyagi, you be Daniel-san, and we'll just show you how to win the tournament. We'll show you how to do it. All you have to do is go do it.
Right. Right. Exactly.
That's what Berman Health Club is all about, is let us do the heavy lifting. We'll give you the path, work smarter, not harder, arrive at 80, feeling 60, move better, feel better.
And have a team that cares.
Have a team that actually cares.
Yes. Listens and cares.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like it. So thanks for bearing with us a little bit longer than what we normally do, but it felt right.
It's the start to the new year. You have to understand where we started. And as we approach this new year with the Berman Health Club, we want you guys to understand what got us to this point today to be able to encompass everything in one space for you. So there you go.
Yes.
Step 1.
What are you going to do? What is your life going to look like 1 year from today? Which road are you going to go down? Are you going to go down the road that you've been going down? Or are going to go down this other road that has you feeling better and moving better a year from today than you are right now?
Awesome. Ciao for now.